Okay, I'm going to show you how to do some editing in YouTube, but first I'm just going to show you a few little tricks that I do when I'm recording, just to make some of the editing easier. In the main, you want to avoid editing as much as possible. Do not plan to edit. Try and do things using the pause button to give you time to think and to pick up the next thing. But sometimes you may need to do that. So let's have a little look. So I'm going to record a quick new meeting. So I would go off and do a little bit of recording. So I just started the recording. Typically what you'd end up doing is making a real mess of the beginning. So you might want to get rid of that bit. Now, the quickest way of two things you can do to try and find the problem if you have a problem at any point in your recording, and that's to either make a clap like that, which will show up, hopefully will show up in the when we look at it, the video in YouTube Studio. Or the other way of doing it, which sounds a bit silly, is just to do something like something out of the ordinary, like hold your hands up in the air for about 20 or 30 seconds. And again, we'll see that in the thumbnails that it produces. Once you've done whatever it is that you're going to try and use as a marker, and maybe try a little experiment as well to see if it works, you need to take a bit of a pause. If you just do something like that and then go straight into doing that, you'll find it's very hard to find the right place to edit. And what will happen is you'll get kind of a jump kind of thing going on, and it looks horrible. So just be calm, put your markers, do something like that, so you can then do some editing. So that's recorded enough of a video. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pause my other recording of Zoom and everything that's going on here, and we'll upload it to YouTube, and I'll show you how to do the editing. Okay, so let's have a look at the YouTube channel. So we get there by going to studio.youtube.com, and I can see here is the video that we created in Zoom and we uploaded. So all you need to do is hover over it and then go hit a little pen for details. You can change the overall details, but then you can also go into the editor here, and you'll see we have the thumbnails of each of the individual. It's trying to give you an idea of what's happening in the video. There's also a sound timeline, a waveform of you speaking. So the first thing I did was I made a clap. You can see that here, this little spike where the clap appeared. You need a good strong clap. Please do test this works, because in some settings and some microphones the clap will be reduced and you won't see it. You can also do double claps, which is quite useful. Here you can see that in the pictures, you can see me doing a stupid hand gesture. And again, that gives me an idea if there's a problem here that I want to sort out. So I can just go in, find the problem, and do something about it. Okay, so how do we do the editing in the first place? You have a little button here that says trim, which puts a blue box around the whole thing. So if I wanted to change the beginning or the end, you can just slide the blue line along. So you need to move over the blue line until it becomes a little arrow, and then you can slide it backwards and forwards. So that's changed the beginning. I can just do the same by moving over here and bring the end in. I might also want to split things. So let me just have a listen. So you need to find the point, and the best thing to do is to look at the pictures or the sound. And we can make this bigger so we can see more detail. Okay, so when you click, you'll see it changes this little bar. It shows that's the play, called the playhead, that shows you where you're listening to. If you push space, you'll hear when we look at it. So you hear me talking. Push space again, it'll stop. Then you can reference either the pictures, or I find more useful to have a look at the sound. So I can see there's that gap in between. So if I want it to split at this point, I can click this one here, split, and let's put a line in. I can then drag, say again, I can drag that little inside bit. So now this bit in the middle is now going to be deleted, or you can undo it by clicking on the undo here. If I was to put another one in here, I click in the middle. So I would listen, find that one, click split, and again I can move either of these in either direction. So when you've done the beginning, the end, you've found the bits you want to get rid of. So it's a case of kind of playing, jumping backwards and forwards until you get a feel for where the bit is that you want to get rid of. You then click preview, which when you play now, really what you'd end up doing is making a real mess at the beginning. Okay, let's just find this jump here. So I'm just going to play from here and you'll see what happens. For about 20 or... Again, we'll see that. All right, we'll just try it again. Yeah, for about 20 or... Oh, I thought it carried on, but... Again, we'll see that. Yeah, it doesn't do a very good job there. I hoped it jumped over. Maybe it will for you, but it normally does, I think. So when you're happy with the edits that you've made, you can then just click Save Changes. Now, if you don't like it, you undo. And that will then take away the beginning, the end, everything you've done there. That will save away. So hopefully you'll find editing not too difficult. It's quite useful to be able to zoom in and out using this thing here. So you can get a little bit more granular. Enjoy making funny signs and clapping. See you in another video.